Let me hold you and let me be the one you can't resist.
Hey YouTube, it's Planner and Pens back with another video. This time I'm doing 8 of my favorite pens to use that are not fountain pens. And this is great because in the real world there's often paper that is not fountain pen friendly. Maybe you go to doctor's office visits and you need a pen that's a lot more precise, and you can write on any kind of Xerox paper and all sorts of carbon paper. So this is going to come in handy. So these are the pens, and let's get started. I'm going to show you how they look on paper. I'm using the cloth and paper pad. It's fountain pen friendly, and it's of course any pen friendly. So that's what we're dealing with today. So I always have a handy little pad like this around. We're going to start off with the Uniball Signal. And if we look at that, Uniball Signal. And this is actually in a 0.38. It's retractable. That's the point you're looking at. That's the tip. And let's get to writing. And you are going to see this pen has a beautiful blue. Just vibrant. If you're into blue, which you may not be, but this blue is vibrant. Really nice pen. That's the Uniball Signal. And this you can find in a lot of different stores. I believe that came in a cloth and paper subscription box, but you can find it lots of places. This also came with a cloth and paper subscription box, and we're moving right on to the SaRaDry. There we go. This is in the 0.4. It's also retractable, and that's how the point looks. And it has a nice cushion right here, so if you're doing one of those long writing sessions, it comes in handy. And so this is the SaRaDry 0.4. And let's actually number these. And that's a really nice ink. And even though it says 0.4, as you see, it's finer than that Signal. So if you like something a teeny bit finer, that comes in handy. SaRaDry. Now this is interesting. These are some archival ink pens. Artists use them a lot, but they're great for bold writing and also for fine writing. I'm going to show you the bolder ones. This is a Pigma Micron 08. And this is wicked because this is waterproof and fade proof for fine lines. So artists use it for drawing. So it's a 0.50 millimeter. But let me show you this. It's going to be Pigma. Look at that. Wow. Bold, huh? And this is the 08. And it's actually in a 0.50 millimeter. Look at that. Look at the point. I'm trying to get a good angle here. There we go. pretty bold. See? And that is why the ink comes out equally bold. But it comes in handy, especially, let's moving on to the 05, that's in a 0.45 millimeter. So that's pretty different for your average pen. There we go. Because 0.45 is not something you normally find. But this is good for artists, drawing, and it comes in handy maybe for check writing. Okay, I'm gonna show you the difference between this 08, which was the 0.5, and this is a 0.45, okay? Look at that. A little bit finer there. Still a little bold. And you can go down to like a 3s in this pen, but I liked it bold. And there we go with the 0.45 milliliter. That's amazing. Look at that. So now you can get a grasp of where we're going with the Pigma. So imagine the 03, then it gets finer and finer. But like I said, it's great because it's waterproof. That's the Pigma Micron. Now we're gonna get to something a little bit fancy. This is the Pentel Brush Pen. It's really an artist pen, as it says, but it's good if you're going to start calligraphy. It gives you just like an added edge. And let me show you what this looks like. Totally different. And it's black. Look at that. Yeah, exactly. Artist brush pen. So we're going to put the pen to paper. So you write really gently, and then you bring it down, and then you can do it thicker. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So this gently thick, and that's how you get that fancy line. You can do this gently, bring it on, gently, bring it on. See what I'm saying? Or the whole thing thick, thick, gent. But it's good for those fun journaling sessions that you're doing, or however have you. Look at that. Totally different kind of pen. But if you're thinking of graduating to a fountain pen, you can have fun with this. Look at that brush pen. And you see it's little sparklies on it. Let me see, the camera can pick it up. Yeah, little sparklies. Really nice. Give you a close-up of that. Pentel Brush Sign Pen. All right. And now we're gonna get to a pen that I didn't like, even though it wrote smooth, couldn't get quite used to it. But this is another pen, if you're thinking of moving on to fountain pens, it might get you interested in just that. This is the Uniball Air. Now let me show you what this point looks like. You're gonna be like, oh my goodness. Look at this. What? It's like, where's the point? It's like vanishing. See that? And it writes just like that. Here we go. So smooth, it's crazy. Uniball Air, folks. Uniball Air. That's what we're talking about right there. The Uniball Air. And it's actually a beautiful pen. Let me show you what that writing looks like up close. And if you notice, there's little darker spots, just like some fountain pens like the stub nib might do. A little bit darker there in the bottom of the N, the I, see, the A. Really pretty. So the Uniball Air. And I got this through Cloth and Paper. I did a subscription box. And it wasn't a pen subscription box. They gave me pens. It was a planner subscription box. And moving on to literally one of my favorite pens of all time that's not a fountain pen. And I got this through this Cloth and Paper as well, but they have this on their website. It's a SaRaDry. And let me tell you, this pen will sell out so fast. And I'm just going to show you how this is black here. It also comes in white, and it also comes in clear, and it also comes in a pink. I've never gotten the pink, but that's the fun part. Usually I write in blue ink at my job, but I'm going to show you the black. It's just a nice pen, and it writes on any kind of paper, which is great. And this, folks, the SaRaDry. And this is in the 0.5. And you can get a 0.4. So you can get finer. But look at how fine this is anyway. It's pretty fine. And it just is a nice writing pen. So if you just want an everyday pen that writes great, it's good for that. Now keep in mind, this is a bulkier pen. You see how thick this is here? Which is a great comfort grip. Now, if you're someone who holds the pen kind of hard, which I do, this comes in handy because you don't hurt your fingers. If you don't, you might want something that's a little finer, not so thick. But this is thick and cushiony, and it's perfect if you hold the pen hard. Like the death grip. All right, and that brings us to the Pilot Precise V5 RT. Very specific because there's a lot of pilots that look kind of like this. The V5 RT is the one I like, and I got this off of Amazon. I got like a 10-pack. Great pen, fine. The tip is fine. So it's good for writing forms in, say, doctor's offices, filling in the circle bubble, all that kind of stuff. And I'll show you. Pilot Precise, and it is precise. And remember, it's the V5 RT. Okay, because there's different ones. So just take a look at it. V5 RT by Pilot. And it has a nice cushy there for your fingers. Okay, so that's all of them. The Uniball Signal, the 0.38. It's the Uniball Signal. We have the SaRaDry. We have the Pigma Micron 08. In the 0.5. The Pigma Micron 05 in the 0.45. The Pentel Brush Pen, artsy. The Uniball Air with that soft vanishing point nib there. The SaRaDry 0.5, and that comes in different colors. and the Pilot Precise V5 RT. And you may say, well, what are my favorites? These are 8 different pens. I'm going to say the Uniball Signal, the SaRaDry, and the Pilot Precise. These are going to be my 3 favorites. But if I had to pick a honorable mention for the favorite, it's definitely the Uniball Air. So Uniball Signal, SaRaDry, Pilot Precise V5 RT, honorable mention, Uniball Air. But those are definitely the top 8 for everyday writing without it being a fountain pen. And that's it, folks. I hope this helps if you're looking to get an everyday pen that writes on everyday paper. And as always, thank you so much, YouTube. Thank you, all my subscribers. And if you'd like to get notified of my next video, hit the bell button and you'll get notified. As always, peace and love, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, YouTube.